Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's Dark Avengers comic book review. Continuing along in DC, the last two books. First and foremost, for those of us who've been reading Brightest and happy that Hawkman and Hawkgirl have not been in really that many panels, guess what? A whole comic book dedicated to Hawkman and Hawkgirl! Issue 13!
I never liked those guys.
I'm sorry. That is the only story in Brightest Day that's boring me. A lot of people say also the Aquaman one's boring. I find that more interesting than this. I'm gonna sum the whole thing. It's a beautiful cover. It's absolutely a beautiful cover. I wish I got a second. I wish I got a second copy of this cover and the other cover with the next comic. I might actually get a second copy of this one and the first Superboy one because I like the covers and put them on my wall.
I'm saying, if this is worse than Aquaman, then I can't wait for the ranch you're gonna put on this one.
Yeah. Well, the whole book, like I said, is dedicated to them, and I'm gonna sum the whole thing up. Shayera's mother used their bodies to open up a portal to attack Zamaron, which is where the Star Sapphires are. That's why the Star Sapphire symbol, and that's where they leave off. But the main important part to this book isn't until you reach the last. I'll show you. It's obviously in continuity because the Predator and Cal Ferris is on Zamaron. And anyway, the last the last two pages are the most important. The third, I forgot. There's an advertisement. Third. So anyway, Dove and Deadman are trying to figure out why they're in Gotham and why the White Ring brought them there. And then, what?
They stole my name.
There's a Dove in every comic universe. This isn't the only one, Dove. So finally, the bat signal goes up and Deadman goes, that's who we were waiting for. Batman. Not Dick
And Batwoman?
Not Dick Grayson Batman. Bruce Wayne Batman. And that leads you into the next one. This is what the last two pages are the most important.
Now, I do have one question.
Yeah.
You said that the lady used their bodies to open a portal, correct?
Yes.
No wonder the cover has them like on either side of the
Yeah,
portal.
this is the first Brightest Day cover that actually isn't misleading. It exactly what happened, and it had to be the Hawk ones. It had to be them. It's
beautiful.
I'm continuing Brightest Day along, but I'm telling you guys, the only thing that made this comic worth anything is still in the glass. The only thing that made this comic worth really I skimmed through most of the Hawkman, Hawkgirl stuff, so I only read the last two pages, and it involves Batman. Next issue, can't wait for the next issue. Not talking about this issue, can't wait for the next issue.
My third eye finally appeared. Ow!
Thank you. Now, comic book of the week. Most anticipated comic for the past few months that I couldn't wait for, and I couldn't be more happy, A, that the series is back, and I couldn't be more pleased with the first issue itself. Superboy #1. The artwork is amazing. The story isn't completely like, okay, we're going to set you up for the next year. They don't set you up for the first year. They set you up for the very first story, and that's it. It's not a huge story. It's not a small story. It's just in the moment story. That's what makes this. I love Superboy. Superboy is like one of my favorite superheroes. Like top 10, it's Superman, Superboy, and then we go from there. Superman and Superboy are my top two favorite to read. So I'm just happy that Superboy has a series back. It all involves Superboy growing up in Smallville, so you're getting like that Smallville feel. And Parasite makes a guest appearance, and he wants to kill Superman, and Superboy fights Parasite. Phantom Stranger shows up and says there's a dark wind blowing, something big's going to happen, and it's all going to be because of something you do. And there's a Ma Kent and Connor Kent moment, which is like that heartwarming mother-son, even though he's only a half-son moment. Lex's niece is in this episode. And then I love the last page. The guest star nobody would expect to be in a Superboy comic. Guest starred in Superman. Oh, and also they play off of Superboy's tactical telekinesis powers, where he can lift things with his mind. He actually mentions in the comic very few people even know he has that power because it's so much looked over because he has all of Superman's powers plus this power. Shit, I looked over until I remembered in this issue. So yeah, and then in the last panel, the last page, the one person you never ever think you'd see on a Superman, or at least the Superboy title, Poison Ivy, drawn beautifully.
Wow. Poison Ivy.
Drawn beautifully.
I agree. It's beautiful.
What?
Weren't there like titles they were thinking of come up with, like
Are they about to kiss?
No.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna get to that. And then of course with all new series you get that little preview in the back. And I'm telling you the truth, looking forward to this. Let's go through from top to bottom. First one is the Poison Ivy thing that's probably
that's
going
what
on
What is
now.
she doing in
About.
Smallville anyway?
I don't
I'm
know.
just
You
curious.
find out in the next issue. You find out next. Then this I'm looking forward to. Superboy versus Kid Flash in a race. This I'm really not too much looking forward to. The new Titans. This storyline I'm kind of questioning. And then this I really can't wait to see. Superboy meets Superboy. But this is Clark Kent as a young kid, Superboy. That storyline I really
Yeah, that's what I
eager
was
to see.
talking about.
Like I said, the artwork is great. There are a few misproportions. The glasses, I gotta admit, I gotta show one thing. I'm sorry, but Connor Kent is not an artist. He doesn't need tiny glasses. Make the glasses bigger, and we're good. He looks like an artist, like one of those people with those little tiny glasses. No,
The
doesn't
little
work. And his best friend, well, one of his best friends, he's like a like a mad scientist kind of genius, admits that he knows that Connor Kent is Superboy, and I love the reaction. Like, what? What?
I loved how the hair.
Which
It's like
this?
Einstein.
Oh yeah. I like the way how Connor Kent's hair is pushed down when he's in his civilian clothes, and then when he's Superboy, it somehow miraculously just pushes up. That I enjoy. I love the new suit. I gotta admit. Okay, let's do a comparison and contrast. The old suit is this one with the leather jacket, the red gloves, the red and blue, with the yellow S. And then he grew up, and then he got another costume in between, and then finally leading into this. So he started at this, and he led into this. I love the old-fashioned costume, and I'll always be a diehard fan of the first costume. But this new costume is definitely kick-ass. I went crazy looking for the shirt. That's how much I love the way they redid Superboy's uniform. So, absolutely, 10 out of 10 in this comic. Maybe 9.5, because I'll give a 0.5 off for the misproportioned artwork and a little bit of criticism. So a 9.5 out of 10. This was great. Absolutely pick this up. For those of you Superman fans that have been completely disappointed with the grounded storyline, the Action Comics bullshit with Lex Luthor and everything else, this actually is pretty refreshing. This is actually good. It's Smallville, it's Superboy, and it's everything that makes a really good story. Absolutely pick this up. It's $3.99 now, but DC Comics is lowering the prices. 2 months. Get 2 issues for $3.99, and then it's going to go right back down to $2.99. Absolutely pick this up. Pick of the week, pick of the month, shit. Premiere, and pick of the year, I would say, so far. Unless for some act of God, something happens between now and December. This is pick of the year for me as far as the Superman title goes. Blackest Night was great. Brightest Day is going pretty well, and a few other things are going pretty well, but this is definitely awesome. And moving out of this for a second, like I told you guys last week, I won a contest from Yuli. I won a contest from the person I have his annotation in my last comic review, I believe the last part and the second part. My friend Yuli, he sent me the book, and I read through it, and I am hooked. I'm actually going to get the rest of these. The Walking Dead, Volume 1. I'm going to actually review it. This, I don't understand how I overlooked it. Well, back in 2003, which is when this originally started, I was still just Superman and Ultimate Spider-Man with the Justice League of America. I really wasn't reaching out into other comics yet. I read through this book at least 20 or 30 times this week. I love it. There are 13 volumes altogether so far, so there's 12 more left before I'm actually caught up. I don't care. I got last month's issue, which is Walking Dead 78, and I'm going to be getting this month's issue. I'm sure I'm going to be lost for a little while, but I'll catch up. And I'm going to be doing the trade paperbacks. I'm going to be getting all 12, I'm hoping. There's several ways I can go with this. I can get the hardcover. I can get the big book, which collects the first 48 issues. I can get the deluxe editions. There's so many ways. I think I'm just going to get the volumes, because I think they'll line up pretty nicely with all the different colors and stuff. So I'm probably going to get the volumes. But
I'd also like to say thank you to him for the Twilight book that he got for me, along with the bookmark. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It was very sweet of you to remember that I like Twilight, so thanks.
So, now, Walking Dead. Artwork, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is different from any comic book. It's in black and white.
And he hates black and white, but
Usually.
he loves this.
I love it. For those of you who watch AMC, Walking Dead actually has a 6-part season 1. First part is all over the internet. first episode, and the second episode is this Sunday, 10 o'clock, AMC. I love it. It's all about the Rick looking for his wife and son, and it's all about them coping with the world being taken over by zombies. And he finds his wife towards the middle of the book. His best friend is shagging his wife, because they think that Rick is dead. And basically, by the end of the book, his best friend is pissed off that he's back. He's like, you shouldn't be back. Threatens to kill. He gets ready to kill him, and then Rick's son just shoots the hell out of him. And it ends basically where Rick's best friend is dead, and the son is saying it's not the same like shooting the dead. Basically, this whole thing happened because their camp, which Rick said, we got to leave because we're very close to the city and the zombies are going to attack. His best friend said, no, they're not going to attack. And, of course, they get attacked. And one of the characters meets a very gruesome end. Very, very gruesome end.
Oh, I want to see. Ooh.
Can I see? No, I don't.
Did I say yes in there? Or yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like
absolutely
yes.
awesome.
Like
I'm getting this series from now on. It's an Image comic. It's an independent, but I don't care. You guys are going to be seeing Walking Dead on my reviews from this point on. I'm hoping to catch up to the series. So let's get a quick rundown of all these wonderful and terrible books. Walking Dead Volume 1, absolutely get it. Hopefully I'll get the other 12 volumes as soon as possible and review them for you guys. And I will be getting the current day issues of Walking Dead. Thank you, Yuli, for allowing me to be in your contest. I'm so honored that I won your first contest, and I love this book. Thank you so much for getting me into this series. Hopefully Secret 6, like you said, is going to be good, and I'm going to enjoy that too. Superboy number 1, pick of the week, pick of the month, and thus far pick of the year for me, standing next to Green Lantern books. Brightest Day 13, all about the Hawks. Oh my God, the only good thing with the last 2 pages. Adventure Comics 520, Lightning Lad dies, but we all know he's somehow going to come back at some point. Red Hood Lost Days number 6 of 6. It was an okay miniseries. It was alright. It all led back into the Red Hood storyline.
Is that Batman?
Where? Batman, yeah. So it's okay. Young Justice. For those of you who missed out on it, like me, and want to catch up with Young Justice, feeling nostalgic, grab this book. It's $7.99. You can get it cheaper on Midtown, but it's worth the buy in my opinion. Wolverine number 3. Still waiting for the Wolverine stuck in hell bullshit to end. But it's really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Wolverine. It's one of the few Marvel books I enjoy. Now, Amazing Spider-Man 647, the last Amazing Spider-Man you guys will be seeing on this review. I'm sorry, the title is just going spiraling. And it's spiraling down to shit. So forget it. And this is your freebie, sneak peeks, Marvel. When Marvel books go down in price, we'll talk about Marvel Comics more. There will be Marvel Comics still on my reviews, just not as many. Only the good stories. We'll see. Maybe Amazing Spider-Man will make it back someday again. There's a car passing me, isn't there?
Yep.
Alright, guys. I'll see you guys next week. It's going to be a very short week next week, so be ready for a really short episode.
Peace and chicken grease.
You and your damn chicken.
Oh,
Kevin died.
I forgot something.
No, I'm just fading
Peace.
slightly.
Bacon, chicken grease, chicken breasts, chicken legs, and chicken wings.
Yes, I'm chicken wings. Okay. See you guys later.
Almost.
Bye, guys.
Alright, bye.